Welcome back to more Trails of the Sky. Last time left off, we had a bit of some trouble at the Ruan border pass, but it was nothing we couldn't handle, so we're on the continued road to Ruan. And that's not as bad as it sounds. Apparently Ruan's a very nice place to live. Okay, I can't twist the camera around here, that sucks. There's a chest down there, but I can't see anything. The game won't let me move the camera. Oh, I guess there's not a chest down there then. Not too big or get into many fights on the way down here. Wow, Estelle? That's a lot of ocean. Hey Joshua, check it out. It's the ocean. I think I would have figured that out. It's all blue and sparkly and just huge. And the sound of waves and the smell of the tide. This is what it all feels like. It's the first time you've come to see the ocean? Well, I kind of sort of remember seeing it when I was really young. I was on the ocean liner with Dad that one time. This might be the first time I've seen it up close, though. I see. It's been a while for me as well. We got here by walking, though, so no ship this time. Yep, I feel like we've accomplished something. Anyway, I think we're like right outside of whatever that Magnolia is. Got a new monster? What's a new monster? Get a preemptive attack on. It looks familiar, but let's see. Hammerhead. Kind of like the sea sharks that were, kind of like the sharkies that were in the tower. And we killed in 2 hits.
We're good to go.
So close. I imagine there's going to be a lot of water element in the future. We're just going to consider this the healing element, and maybe we'll be at a place where we can make some level 3s, get some level 3 water stuff. A treasure chest. And it's filled with monsters. Whatever these 2 things are, like will-o-wisp. Stove plant. Okay, they're strong in water, but we can fire. It's time magic. Now I'm confused. Now it's dead. Hey, it died at 420. There's a very bad over there.
That's that then.
Not
Let's
so
move out.
bad for random encounter mimic monsters. Lily necklace. Yeah, okay, time to do the standard item check. Prevents confuse. That's pretty useful, especially considering how easily Josh was being confused in some battles. See what traffic here is bad at night. We're gonna mess up, you end up face first in some water. We're in the village. So wait to the village or what? Right. I think this is the way to the lighthouse. Just the way to the lighthouse. What to do? I wouldn't feel right leaving the lighthouse unattended to go get help. But on the other hand, I can't very well leave things as they are here either. Oh my, who are we here? What brings you to Ruan the lighthouse? That's the best looking around. What about you? I belong here. I'm the lighthouse keeper, you see. Though I must say, it's not an easy task to maintain a lighthouse of this size. Something wrong? Look at my chest. Wouldn't happen to be... Oh, that! Yeah, we're bracers. Junior bracers at any rate. Well, why didn't you say so earlier? You all should rush to the assistance of an octogenarian in need. Not pretend like you didn't notice this forlorn expression. What? What are you talking about, old man? Why didn't you just say Why didn't you say anything to us? Because you didn't ask. Shouldn't the first words out of your mouth, should the mouth of bracers be something like, Are you in need of any assistance, my elderly friend? I tell you, young bracers these days are all fight, no care. Where's the love? Where's the compassion? Y'all are worlds apart from the manly bracers I worked with before. Now that was a bracer. Yeah, I could see your clock. Yeah, I could set your clocks by. You see, I reckon I was 7, 8 years perhaps. Long ago, he was better than you two. Well, I can't tell how much I'm simply loving this abrasive lecture of yours. How about saying something about what needs assisting? Oh, right. Right. You see, dire need indeed. You see, I was out cutting the grass earlier, and silly me, I forgot to shut the door when I left. And wouldn't you know it, by the time I got back there, monsters were all over the place. The monsters skidding about, and I don't dare go back in there. I'm not that senile yet. So basically, once to exterminate the monsters, right? That's the idea, yes. Don't know how many of them there are, though, so try not to die, alright? Okay, we'll definitely do that. I do have to wonder, though, why monsters would wander into a lighthouse. They're probably drawn to the septum. A light left produced by a particularly large ornament, as you might imagine. Spot on, whippersnapper. When this happened before, the monsters were all gathered together at the top. Oh, that makes sense. Well, if it makes sense, then get going, girl. Use that brutish body version to show those monsters what's what. You bet, let's do it. It's almost suspected time, so please take care of these things as quickly as you can, okay? And make sure you don't let your guard down. Those things are pretty nimble. Understood. Alright, let's do this thing. Main reason for doing this? The experience. Oh god, these are tough.
Let's do this!
Still not enough to kill him. You got one poison off. And I missed one. Still no poison. Oh, I'm gonna danger music, it's dead.
Alright, we're good to go.
Oh good, I don't have to waste any heals. Oh, you learned a new skill and taunt. Okay, that's one monster. but they come in groups of 3, which is easier to manage. And you miss! Oh great, now I just have 2 turns. For already sake, the one is closer to death. Why don't we get the near death near the cells near death?
Piece of cake.
Hey, I just have enough to awaken Joshua's final slot when I get back. On this floor, that's a surprise. Oh, there's one. Oh, there are 2 of them, dang. Let's see what magic does on these things. Pretty equal on most things. On elemental fronts.
Hey! I'm your target!
So that's what that does. I needed some heals there badly. Note to self, don't use taunt very often. It's a easy way to get your ass kicked. Holy crap, I killed them all at once. I didn't kill them, but I did a lot of damage. And they only have 1 HP, come on.
Piece of cake.
up. Let's heal before anyone pays attention to us. So we didn't get behind it. We got to the side of it. I hate it when that happens. Then I got the poison off. Nope, they're not lined up properly. Okay, now it's lined up properly, unfortunately. No, I got the poison off, and the one that has more HP. And double death time.
Piece of cake.
Beat it all monsters. Oh, we went too close to the top then. Let me check out the top. It's bed and all that stuff. Got a door. No, we can't get all the way up to the top. That's sad. This is a pretty good view, at least for this era of game. It's like what, Super Famicom in the original version. I know it's not Super Famicom, but what I am going to find this out before the next episode. I promise you that. So wait now, time to walk all the way back out. I did it for the loot, or more than the EXP, but also loot. How'd the monster busting go? Yeah, stick a fork in it, old man, because the job is done. The monsters have all been taken care of. Everything should be back to normal by now. Oh, thanks. That's splendid news. I finally can put my mind at ease. Thank you all for your hard work. And don't forget, as you flex or burst your muscles in the future, to flex the hardest and strongest muscle of all of them, the carrying muscle. Well, certainly try to do that. You take care as well, you old fossil. If you'll excuse us. Here's where you think you're going. Don't forget something? I don't think so. Are you sure there's anything else we can do for you before you go, my old man? I'm here to observe my mouth and mimic my movements. Is there anything else we can do? You get the picture? It's proper etiquette, proper caring to check on your client to ensure there are no other issues. The dashing young man who helped me before certainly knew how to leave a good impression. Y'all could learn a thing or two from him. I believe you're in the same organization, like comparing palms to a dragon. You're really trying my patience, you old windbag. If that's dashing young man and really is Audius's gift of bracers, then why don't you give us a few pointers, huh? Tell us more about this man crush of yours, so we can better ourselves in his image and get you off our backs. He was a dapper fellow, came to lend me a hand 7 or 8 years ago. But what a man, far different from you, girl, that's for sure. He was a real person, not some cheap imitation. In fact, the only way in which I could possibly compare you to would be your hair color, I suppose. The same sort of reddish brown, exact same, in fact. I'm interested closely. I'd say the color of your eyes is the same too. Reddish brown hair and the same color as Estelle's eyes. Wait, are you talking about? I was hoping you'd be just like him when you said you're all braces, but I guess that was wishful thinking. I doubt anyone would be as amazing as that man was. Couldn't hurt to try though. Be diligent and maybe you'll be real braces one day yourself. And if you're not dashing, you did help me out, and I'm grateful. Always remember to take care of your clients and you'll be fine. So, what was that about? Was he talking about? I couldn't help but read it into myself. 700 years ago would be around the money. So he was talking about her dad then, right? I think so. If so, though, then of course we're not going to measure up. Seriously. I guess we are braces like him now, so it's kind of flattering in a way to be compared to him at all. If we want to make real names for ourselves like him, though, we really have to take it one step at a time, catch up bit by bit, day by day. But even then, I guess he's still a little out of our league. Yeah, maybe. But I can only believe that one day we'll totally outclass him. I mean, we pretty much rule. Anyway, we better get going. There's no time to be horsing around. If we're gonna become world-class braces, we've got to get moving. You're absolutely right. Let's hit the road and see where it takes us. Yeah, that was a quest. No, it was a quest. I just did it because he was there and he was annoying. And experience points. Anyway, yeah, that's the lighthouse, and I can only in town the other way around. From the signpost. Should have figured with the rural terrain there. Oh yeah, of course it says don't actually look at the damn sign. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna stop here for today. I think that's enough episode, and we'll continue next time as we continue on our way to the next village. See you then, everybody.